Welcome to the Cyber Sangha podcast. Cyber Sangha is a program of free live broadcasts, launched in 2009 by renowned teacher and author Tenzin Wangyal Rinpoche. Join us as we draw on ancient Tibetan wisdom to discover how to connect with our best self and live to our highest potential. The following teaching, Stillness as a Door to Your Inner Refuge, Entering the Dharmakaya, was given by Rinpoche on October 19th, 2021, as part of a year-long series, A Year of Body, Speech, and Mind. This content is for informational purposes only. Listeners should consult medical professionals for any physical or mental health concerns. Please use headphones and do not meditate while driving or operating machinery.
Hi, greetings everybody. Welcome all our Cyber Sangha members and friends around the world. We have not been too often on Facebook, but always happy to come on and support whatever I can. So, and also we have a wonderful Cyber Sangha team who is supporting me to, planning and organizing everything. So it's too difficult for me to come on, take my time. So very happy. So today's topic is the stillness as a door to your inner refuge. So this is a really important topic. I feel reason is also because this is something beyond religion, boundaries of religion, the boundaries of culture, philosophy, lay versus monks. It's just beyond everything. So that is something that fundamentally every sentient being can experience it. And in this case, all of us, regardless of whatever religious background one follows, believe in, not believe in, can experience it directly. So the few words here, first the word stillness. And this, as you all know, so frequently I use the word stillness, silence, and spaciousness. Stillness is more referring to connected with our body, so trying to maintain more, control more movement, be more still, be in different postures like 5-point positions, holding breath specific way, holding positions specific way, and also even the gaze, holding the gaze specific way. So it's different ways to be still. But also one can just be still, like this very moment that all of you who are watching right now, this moment, just think about this. Whatever position you are in, you just simply think, just be still. Means immediately bringing your full awareness to your body and allowing body to be still and feel the comfort of being still and bring your full awareness to that stillness and resting with that stillness. Why stillness is important? Just because every time we do some mistake, some misdeeds, some negative actions, it happens when we are not still enough, connected enough, and aware enough. We end up physically harming people, harming, or breaking things, losing things, or verbally we say too much information, give just too much information, even if nobody's asking, or be more judgmental, critical, complaining. None of these we meant to say, but we say that because deep inside we are not still enough, connected enough, aware enough. And with mind also, we end up making decisions, feeling strong emotions like a fear, and very irrational imaginations of, what can happen, what can go wrong, all those things in our mind, in our head. We can have all these experiences because also when we are not still enough, connected enough, aware enough. So stillness is very important. Of course, traditionally, the whole practices of calm abiding, Shine practice that people practice for hours and hours and days, really trying to find a deep, deep, deep stability or the stillness by, sitting in a specific position, not moving, even the gaze not moving for hours and hours and hours. At some point, you get into that very comfortable, familiar place through that stillness. So the stillness is basically as a door. So a door of what? Door to your inner refuge. And what does that mean, door to inner refuge? What does that mean in a sense of a refuge? Of course, in a Tibetan tradition, in a Buddhist tradition, like in the Sutric tradition, there's a different form of refuge. And there is in Tantric tradition, there is a form of refuge trees are different. And in a dzogchen, there is a refuge trees are different. They are slightly different, but they're all fundamentally connected with each other. But another simple way to understand the refuge is basically being your true self, being in that true place, and realizing who you are. Because you ultimately, who you are, that perfection, that completeness, that awareness is your ultimate refuge and protection. And every other refuge, what we call outer refuge, like Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, or channels, wind, tiglays, all these are representative of that inner refuge. So in some sense, I've been emphasizing inner refuge a lot because somehow outer refuge is not everybody in audience is familiar or even wanted to become familiar or wanted to take refuge. But the inner refuge is, I hope that nobody has any resistance or feeling like not being loyal to your own spiritual tradition, religion, whatever. So that inner refuge is basically deep inside you because refuge means we need to take a refuge, we need a protection. So for this very moment in our life, if you look at what's going on in your life this very moment, just every day-to-day life, is it hard enough? Or going to work every day, the job that you don't like, is it difficult? Or conflict in the job place, is it difficult? A competition that you have with others, is it difficult? Or others competing with you? Or trying to bring the family together or have a peaceful harmony enough with your aging parents, your growing children, your loving siblings. Just even maintaining these kind of relationship probably sometimes is difficult enough. And we all know during pandemic, coronavirus, we all need that refuge because it was very difficult for everybody. So when we do need protection, support, help, of course, we seek from outside our mentor, our teachers, our therapists, doctors, friends, elders. We seek out. We're trying to have a conversation with the friends, just trying to sometimes share what you feel, what they're feeling, what they're doing when they face these kind of issues, or what you do when you face these specific issues. By sharing, we help each other. But all those are temporary support, temporary protection, guidance. But ultimately, there's no substitution for that self-realization, that being yourself. Because not being yourself, who you are not, and what you identify with, is that there's a degree of identity, pain identity, from very harmful, suicidal, depressed, to kind of normal, surviving and living, to happy, productive, socially engaging, living harmony with the environment, with others, so that you can have so many different layers of pain identity. But the one pain identity which is harmful to yourself, that's what they say also, DID, identity disorder or multiple personality. The severe situation, why it's a problem? In the severe situation, these different personality, they cannot live together each well, or they cannot how you say, live together well, support each other well, communicate with each other well. They're kind of disconnected with each other. They don't communicate with each other. So in some sense, when that happens, and then the protection is absolutely necessary. So in some sense, we all have that different DID issues. Every time when you do something, and after you have done something, then you regret what you have done. And because it was not your intention to do it, one identity became strong enough, manifested, and took that action. And then on the other awareness identity came up and recognized, oh, I should not have done that. So these kind of conflict arises within oneself. And sometimes it's kind of damaging, harmful for oneself and sometimes for others. So therefore, we need a protection. We need a protection from our own fear. We need a protection from our own emotion, anger, jealousy, our pride, our ignorance, our greediness, our judgmental, our pain voice. So all these things that we have every day in our life, when they strongly manifest out, we need a protection. So the true protection is realizing all these actions, speeches, imaginations, decisions of your mind, which is coming from your pain identity which who you are not. When you begin to recognize who you are not, and you are living life with a command of all the orders of following orders of who you are not, when you begin to realize how painful it is, how much confusion it creates, how suffering it produces, then you begin to realize that pain identity began to dissolve itself, slowly weaken itself, dissolve itself, and slowly you begin to realize more like who you are. And so that this process of recognizing and connecting with yourself is what we are talking here. The stillness is the door. So Okay, let's say this way that this very moment in your life, you feel that you need a protection from the wounds, pain, feelings, these thoughts. Sometimes it not necessarily making fully sense to you, but they're real, they're active. And it wakes you up middle of the night. It does not let you go to sleep peacefully. It does not let you enjoy a simple day, beautiful day. So what do you do? So first what you do, I would say, they will use the word recognize. Recognize, okay? Recognize that I'm in pain. Recognize I feel fear. Recognize imagination of my fear, it's too much, but this is what it is. Recognize this movement of energy of this fear and pain in your body, in your breath, in your speech, in your heart. Just recognize it's there. And usually when it's there, what it's trying to do, it's trying to act. It's trying to speak. It's trying to imagine. It's trying to make a decision. The pain, when pain becomes strong, just recognize that this is what is happening. And then what you do, you say, I need you to be still for a moment. So as I'm describing, please follow that. Just look at in yourself. You recognize that. You recognize like a first Four Noble Truth. Same thing, First Noble Truth, just recognizing your suffering, your pain. You recognize. I'm feeling it. I'm imagining it. I'm thinking it. I am feel like a forced to make a decision. I'm forced to act. I did not know even I acted. I wish I did not act it. So all these thoughts, recognize. Just keep on recognizing, but not act out, not speak out, not continue with the chain of these pain thoughts. Just for a moment. I'm not saying forever you don't act out, don't speak out. No, for now, so that you can see there is a door to that inner refuge. You cannot find the door to inner refuge until you recognize enough and then still enough. You will never see the door. You will never feel the door. The door will never open. You will never find the inner refuge. You cannot self-realize, self-recognize, know yourself. So be still after you recognize. What does the stillness do? Stillness allows you to supports you, allows you, and gives you kind of permission to feel what's going on. So you're feeling your fear more. You're feeling your emotions more. you're feeling, you're aware of your thoughts more. You can see the activity or pain, body, speech, mind is quite alive. The root of all these activity of body, speech, and mind is connected with one, like the fear identity. So you go back to that root, just feel that fear or doubt or anger or jealousy or pride, whatever negative emotion, feel it. So stillness is very helpful to just not act out and lose the connection to what you're feeling. Just being still and feeling it. Even it's not very comfortable, even it's a little effortful, but just being with it, staying connected to what's happening in this moment with these emotions. Stillness supports to do that. When we lose the connection to the stillness, we lose the connection to what's happening actually. And then we imagine really what's happening in our body, in our breath, in our heart. We lose the connection because we are not still enough. Then activity of body, like doing things or talking continuously or imagining continuously, that continues. And these activities of body, speech, and mind, in fact, they are manifestation of disconnectedness to yourself and to those pains, emotions, what actually is happening in the moment. So there's a role of the stillness. Stillness helps to do that. So as I'm talking, I want all of you follow and do it. Not think about, I'm just giving a lecture and then something that you have to do afterward. No. Right now, I'm talking about us. I'm talking about you. And I'm talking, hopefully, some very specific things that what's happening in your life that you can relate to, even though I am kind of generalizing. So be still and stay connected with pain identity. Be still and connected with the pain identity, even though it's not comfortable, effortful, but being connected to it, staying connected with it is the way to find the door. And in the connection of the stillness, for some of you, you might feel a little effortful, as I said, kind of resistance, because you usually, when you feel this pain, you usually distracted and get lost, act out, and disconnect with what's going on. That's what normal patterns. So this way of not doing that, but staying connected is a new thing for you. But those others who know to stay connected, for you, it might be different. The moment when you recognize the pain identity, moment you bring your attention and connection to it, you immediately feel you're close to finding it. It's immediately you feel I'm lost, and then moment you realize you're lost and you're looking for the direction, and right that moment you know the direction, you know the way the door is, and you are already near the door, close to the door, in the door, seeing through the door, the space, the light, the peace, beyond or less influenced by that pain identity. And some of you, maybe you're very familiar with these practices. So that moment the pain identity arises, and moment it's begin to lose the control and begin to act out through body, speech, and mind, you stop there. You enter into the stillness. If it's the body, enter into the silence. If it's a speech, enter into the spaciousness. If the mind is beginning to imagine too much, right there, being with it, entering into that, you just immediately you go beyond it. Go beyond it means the pain identity is urged to act out negatively. It's already weakened, already gone. You already feel you're free. You already can see something different. That is where what we call discovering your inner refuge. In traditional way, we can say discovering your Dharmakaya, the boundless space, the boundless awareness of that space, Dharmakaya, which is, it's not particularly Buddhist or non-Buddhist, it's nothing. It's a universal, it's every sentient beings. And in the dzogchen tradition, sometimes even every matter and the mind, both, inherent quality of both is that unbounded space. So refuge means that moment you begin to feel you are protected from that pain, you are protected from that thought, you are protected from that emotion, you are protected that decision that you are going to make out of that uncontrollable pain identity is disconnection with no awareness. You are not only protected, now you are guided. But the protection could be just, somebody's just kind of protecting you, but you're still kind of frozen. You don't have some sense of greater perspective. So it's not like that. You begin to not only feel protected, not only feel peace, not only feel you went beyond this pain and its activity, its speech, its mind, but you feel more peace. You feel, now I can rest. You feel, now I can sleep. You feel, now I can act. You feel, now I can speak. You feel, now I can rethink what I've been thinking. And when you do, the level of clarity is there. Because the awareness is not bounded so much, conditioned so much with this pain identity. So it's very much a sense of connected is there, guided is there. So now, stillness as a door to your inner refuge. Inner refuge. Beautiful, right? No matter where you are, you might not have anything like a beautiful shrine behind me, not your sacred books, your practice books, by yourself, wherever you are. But the inner refuge is always with you, all the time. So when we meditate, so the process of meditation, just I will repeat once again. So first, recognizing the pain identity, and it's the wanting to act out through movement, through speech, through mind. So recognizing that, okay? So basically recognizing the suffering. You might be suffering, but many times people don't recognize. So anytime when you suffer and when you don't recognize your suffering, when you are not able to turn your suffering into the path, into the practice, that suffering is fully wasted. And in our life, we waste so much pain. So the practice is about not allowing continuously waste your pain. Because I believe that every time when we face challenge, every time when we feel pain, it's guiding us. It's not just happening. It's just telling us, knocking your door, saying, wake up, change, rethink. That's what it's saying. So recognizing it first. So once you recognize it, because once you recognize it, there's a lot of energy around it. In the body, you can feel very much like a restlessness. In the speech, you feel a lot of restlessness. You wanted to talk, you wanted to discuss, you wanted to argue, you wanted to criticize, you wanted to give someone a lesson, when you feel that strong urge. No, you're not supposed to act out. You rest. After you recognize, you rest. Second, you rest. Rest with stillness. Rest with being connected to what's going on in the moment, in your body. Feel, rest. Voices, hear, rest. Imagination, be aware, rest. Not act, rest. And resting allows you to connect with that. Resting means the more you're open, the more you're aware and connected, more you allow the warmth, the gradually that this effort, this pain, this emotion will naturally dissolve. It's really powerful. The stillness will help you. These emotion, pain naturally dissolve, which talking, acting out with a disconnection will never do it. Instead, this will increase the pain and emotion. So be still, to find the door. Recognize, rest. Breathing deep and recover. After you rest, you recover. Recover means the energies that you have drained through these pain activities of pain, body, speech, and mind. Now, finally, you have stopped. Finally, you are resting. You have opportunity to recover. That's what's happening. Even like a 15-minute, like a power nap, even 15 minutes, you can recover something. Find that door and peace and healing. Recover. And then allow to arise. In a dzogchen tradition, sometimes we say, Sharwa Sumjir Rigpi Tsaljang, like exercise the dynamic energy while allowing the activities of body, speech, and mind. That's what it says. But that got to happen after you rested, not before. Before you will not, before these spontaneous qualities are not arising, before the pain activities are arising. Now the spontaneous qualities are rising. A spontaneous joy is arising. A spontaneous sense of confidence is arising. Some spontaneous healing is arising. So you let arise after you recover. And you will feel it. So remember, recognize, rest, recover, and let spontaneous, dynamic energies or virtuous quality of your body, speech, mind arise. Your new body, let the new body breathe and feel its fresh energy. Let your new speech, through the hearing the silence, through finding inner refuge through silence, hear your new voice. Through resting your heart, trying to feel a new sense of emotion, like feeling it's good, it's okay, all good, kuduzangpo, all good, it's fine. As it is, it's good. Nothing wrong in this pain. It's trying to show me something. It's trying to teach me something. It's trying to make me strong. I need to become strong, and these pains are helping me to become strong. These pains are confusing me. It's teaching me to be more clear. So I have to be more clear, recognizing, resting, recovering, and allowing new awareness to arise. That's my not only inner refuge, but guidance through inner refuge. So feel that for a moment, and just as I guided, just continue to feel that moment, and we will listen to the Salavya mantra one time and feel that, you recognize, rest, recover, and find inner refuge, and allow to arise your new sense of yourself from that inner refuge or in support of inner refuge. Okay, so we listen to the Salivit. Okay. So how was the meditation? How was this process of recognizing, resting, allowing to recover, and then letting arise a new energy we call self, dynamic energy, new dynamic energy of your body, just different sense of feeling of your body, or even different speech, different voice, some sense of more peaceful quietness and gentleness, loving, caring, just different voice quality, or even in the mind, just there's more space, there's more sense of, bigger perspective. You're able to see and feel, not caught up in one place of pain, identity, insight. So allowing that new. So how do you feel? Any feedback is welcome. Always, I afterward have opportunity to read them, even though I might not be answering specific comments and everything, but I do read them. And so welcome to give your feedback. Was it helpful? How was it helpful? Could have been different. Whatever is the feedback, always welcome. Okay, so I think we will conclude our this session. And Mariela, if you can please give the information about the next week's Serenity Rich Dialogue, that I warmly welcome all of you. I've shared some information on Facebook that we are very, very honored to have Psychiatrist Tenzin Wangyal Rinpoche. Also, many different teachers and scientists, and sharing from perspective of research, scientific research, and also experiential reflection on the teachings. Very much, I hope that all of you able to join. Many of you are able to join. So information, I think Mariela is going to post there, or that on my Facebook. I've already shared our link. This is organized collaboration together with a Wisdom publication, one of the most important Buddhist publication in the West, and University of Virginia, and our retreat center, the major retreat center in Serenity Ridge in Virginia. It's and also in Houston Jung Center. So it's a collaboration of different organizations. They have been planning this for whole year. So we are very much looking forward. So welcome. So thank you very much, and see you sometime soon.
Thank you for listening to the Cyber Sangha podcast. If you'd like to learn more about Cyber Sangha, visit us online at cybersangha.net.